So as you can see, automotive is big at the International CES, and another key player that plays a major role at the show. They've been here every single year, ushering in so much innovation, not only for themselves, because it's really about their part of really pushing the industry forward. They really do a lot of the behind the scenes technology that you hear often. In fact, they're the people that announced the 5th generation Intel Core processor at this year's show, as well as some really new advancements in wireless power. And here to join us to talk about wearables, which is a huge hot category, and more from Intel is Danny Cristofano. Danny, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
How are you, man?
I'm great, thank you.
You're holding up well, you look good.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You brought some great things here, a lot of wearable devices. Some of these I'm familiar with, some others I'm not so familiar with. Talk to me a little bit about this thing in orange that I see here that was really kind of come up from what I understand the wearable challenge. Talk a little bit about what this Intel wearable challenge is and how that was the final product that came out of that competition.
Sure, well, you know, last year we were here, we were talking about wearables. It was really sort of the dawn, if you will, of wearable technology.
Right.
And we introduced a computer module, if you will. Basically a computer about the size of an SD card, this size, called Edison, Intel Edison. In a year, it's been an exciting year and a lot has happened, a lot of innovation, not only at Intel, but in the ecosystem. We've shrunk the size of this computer, now it's the size of a postage stamp.
Okay.
We introduced Intel Curry, which is a specifically purpose-designed compute module for wearable computing, literally the size of our jacket button. Same diameter, same form factor.
Okay.
And what we recognize and what our strategy continues to be is we're catalysts for innovation.
Right.
And we can't possibly imagine all of the great things that people can do with Intel technology. And so what we announced last year was the Intel Make It Wearable Challenge.
Okay.
Essentially a contest inviting the open source community to go invent, using Intel Edison as the hardware baseline. And we had just crazy innovation, from fitness and health and medical devices and assistive devices, low-cost prosthetics, high-tech manufacturing aids, et cetera, et cetera. And what we ended up with was just a tremendous amount of innovation, and here is the winner of the contest. This is the Nixie. This is the selfie drone, if you will.
Okay.
You literally throw it, it's got 4 copters on it, you throw it up like a boomerang.
Right.
It knows to stabilize itself, take a picture, and then come right back to you. So this was the winner of the Intel Make It Wearable Challenge for 2014, and it was so successful that we've announced that we're going to continue to have the challenge again in 2015. We expect the advancements and innovation to just be...
No, that's great for you guys to do that, because there are a lot of people that have a lot of great ideas, but they don't have a platform to really get that idea out there. Speaking of ideas, I see we have some other things that are wearable here as well. One that I am a little bit aware of that maybe a lot of others aren't is the Mika bracelet that's created by Opening Ceremony. You want to talk a little bit about this? Because this is like fashion forward technology that actually looks good for a change.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you, so the strategy from a design and engineering standpoint in Intel is this. We know we're not a fashion company.
Right.
We are a hardware technology.
I'm glad you figured that part out.
We're an engineering company, and we can help folks like Opening Ceremony, folks like the Luxottica Group and the Oakley brand, the Fossil Group and their many watch brands. We can help with the engineering, but they're going to bring the design aesthetic and design sensibilities to the actual wearable devices. And we all know that if you're going to put something on, it's an expression of yourself.
Right.
It needs to look good, it needs to feel good, and so Opening Ceremony have done a fantastic job with the design of this bracelet. It comes in 2 colors. You've got the black one, there's a white one. You see there's a sapphire crystal display on the back end, so it's really for discrete notification, text messaging, email, social check-in, pinning of locations, etc.
Beautiful, and it's beautiful. It really, really is. All right, so let's see. So now we know about how much does this go for?
So this is going for $495. It's available exclusively at openingsceremony.com and at Barney's in the US.
Okay. All right, now you also have a watch. We see a lot of watches on the show floor. What makes this watch different? What is this one?
So this is the Basis Peak, and this is the 2nd generation of the Basis watch.
Okay.
Intel actually acquired Basis technology over the course of 2014, and this is the 2nd generation. It's a fantastic example of just how rapidly these watches are innovating. The first watch had great sensor technology, pedometers, heart rate sensors, etc. The Basis team have included in this version temperature sensing, other accelerometer sensing, as well as sweat sensing. And the great thing about this watch is it's not just using one sensor or one data point to provide the data back to the user. It's taking all of those sensors, providing multiple data points, and then providing a more realistic, more reliable set of data to the user.
Do you know how much that cost about?
I think this is 159, but don't quote me.
So it's kind of in the ballpark of what smartwatches are doing. And then I've seen a lot of collaborations, and you brought one here, because I mentioned at the top, one of the people that I hung out with is 50 Cent, and he's always innovating with his company, SMS Audio. People just thought that was a headphone company, and it's way more than a headphone company. And this is just another product that they put out, the BioSport. What's Intel's role with SMS Audio's BioSport?
So last year at CES, we talked about a prototype that included infrared heart rate sensing. And we've incorporated that, and again, like we've done with opening ceremony from a design sensibility standpoint, like we've done with the Basis Speak, we've worked with SMS. They've designed the aesthetic around it. It's a lifestyle brand. They've put the wrapping around it, the packaging and the distribution, but we're providing the technology, both the sensing technology as well as a very special technology in terms of power harvesting. So literally having it plugged into your audio jack in your iPod or your iPhone, it's harvesting and storing the power needed to power the battery to run the earphones themselves.
That's different. Unique. This is good stuff, man. I know this is the tip of the iceberg for everything that's happening at Intel, but we appreciate you definitely bringing some of these over, showing us some of the advancements that's taking place. And how do people get into the challenge if that's something they want to find out about? Is there just going to Intel.com and maybe do a search for that?
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
the name of that again?
Make it the Intel Make It Wearable Challenge.
Intel Make It Wearable Challenge. All right, all you inventors out there and idea makers, get to going. Intel wants to see your ideas. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it.